you get the better matchup.
I might have to play you theoretically. Like, one thing I don't want to do is play a team constructed by Simmons in the playoffs.
Yep. Especially a team that actually has talent.
Oh, sorry.
Is that good? Good?
Yeah. That's
All right.
I like the warm
Yeah.
up.
Ooh, a little warm up. Yeah, I gotta go. It's cold in here.
Starting
Week 13 recap.
Yes.
Almost done. One more week.
Week 14, we made it. We made it.
Well, some of us did. Some of us didn't.
Well, we made it to the end.
We did.
Yes.
The other people did.
Not in all of them.
Okay, week 13 recap. Get into it soon. Got a couple things for you. Per usual, I was just telling you I was sore.
Yes, yeah.
I don't know why I was sore.
My guess was you got a new gaming chair.
Yeah.
And that you're breaking in like new pair of shoes.
And I made a joke of it was gay sex.
Yeah.
But that wasn't actually the case. Yeah.
Oh, gay sex on?
No, so I was talking to my dad and he was talking about push-ups.
Yeah.
And my dad's Chuck Norris. He can still do 80 push-ups straight.
Yeah.
Which is fucked up for a 63-year-old man. I'm like, oh, I could do 25.
Do way more push-ups than you, and that's like 16 different muscle groups. That is beyond retarded, what you're saying right now. I can do way more push-ups than you, even though I was just hit by a car. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Stop it.
So Erica videoed me and like, I did 12.
Yeah.
I could have done more. I wasn't going to get to 25.
Yeah.
When I got to 12, I was like, I can maybe do 18. But I'm not. The point was 25. And like, since I hadn't done push-ups in a while, I'm like sore from that. From doing 12, bro.
Yeah.
And they were legit good push-ups. And then I realized, I put the scale out. I realized I'm 251.
Yeah.
So I was down at 230 for the wedding.
Because you got COVID right
It's
before.
like, I was working out.
Like, that's not a good health pressure. Getting so sick that you can barely eat is not a good...
Yeah. It's just, that's so much weight, dude, to pull up.
Well, it's not
just,
yeah.
So technically, if I was 190 like my dad, I could do 80 push-ups.
Yeah, I bet you if you just...
The way it works.
Maybe. Yeah.
No, okay, Russell Wilson. The running joke we have here is Hackett's terrible, but Russell Wilson's terrible.
Yeah.
And I was looking. You know how many times they've scored over 20 points this year?
Once, I think.
Two. 27 and 21.
Yeah.
The last 4 games, they're averaging like 12 points a game. I think for the season, they're averaging 14 points a game.
Some other getting worse. Like, you'd think that they would start just saying fuck it and like chucking deep and getting lucky every once in a while, but I just...
Well, you remember the argument of Cortland Sutton or Jerry Jeudy? And everyone's like, oh, all the experts are like, oh, you got to have one of them.
Yeah.
Just get one of them, one piece of this offense.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
Because Cortland Sutton's been terrible. Judy's actually been better because it seems worse because he left those 2 games in the first like play of the game.
We also missed how many?
But like points per game, he's been better than Sutton.
Well, yeah, but he's only played like 4 games.
Played like 7 games.
Like 4.5.
It's fucking trash.
Yeah, man. That's what a dumpster fire. I mean,
so it brings me to Russell Wilson. Did you hear he had a birthday party? Sierra threw it for him.
No.
Probably a super classy affair.
Well, you should come to my party. I'm going to meet a lot of my online friends there. It's going to be a very classy affair. But you can come anyway.
I'm sure.
Which, he's super rich. His wife's a celebrity. You didn't read about this?
Mm-mm.
Half the team attended.
Ooh.
That's not good.
No.
Like, if any other, like Derek Carr, for instance, who isn't a name brand, but like his teammates, we love that guy.
Yeah.
He's a Raider, right?
Mm-hmm.
I bet he gets 95% attendance.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Tom Brady, everyone's there.
Yeah.
He's gotten people for, like, Antonio Brown's there. You know what I mean? Like, hold up in the bathroom with a gun.
Kraft and mysteriously the Miami Dolphins owner's there.
So I was thinking of, colluding. What quarterbacks in the league, starting quarterbacks, would have less attendance? My only thought was Kyler Murray, because I feel like his teammates don't like him from all the reports I read. His ex-teammates that leave, like...
Yeah.
Who was it that said it was Peterson?
Yeah, well...
So I don't know, maybe it's just for...
when, like, Peters... I know what you're saying, but it wasn't just him, because I've heard the rumbles, too. He's not...
selfish.
He's not a leader.
Yeah.
Now he's getting more vocal, but it doesn't feel like it's like the right type of anger, right? It's more of like you're bitching and moaning, like...
I'm like, okay.
Instead where if Brady gets pissed, everyone's like, oh shit,
Right.
they're gonna get their shit together. With Kyler, it's more like, shut up, kid.
Yeah, right. So prove it first.
Yeah.
Like Aaron Rodgers would be the only one I think of, but I think he demands so much respect based on the fact he's an all-time great.
Yeah.
And like, but Russell Wilson is an all-time great
All
too.
those rookie receivers go to Rodgers.
I'm just like, that says a lot to me.
Yeah, no,
that like he lost that locker room. He never had the locker room.
Yeah.
They don't like this dude. There's something about Russell Wilson. I know there was the murmurs in Seattle about just like how that was the ultimate team. It wasn't Russell Wilson. That defense was actually more responsible, if you ask me. Right? Or 50-50.
Well, I mean, in the beginning, obviously.
Yeah, when they had the success, the big success.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't get it, because Russ just looks like a completely different player. Like, you would think that even if Hackett was horrible, which I think everyone agrees he is, that Russ would still be able to overcome it a little bit and put maybe 18 points per game up. But
he looks like fucking here. He looks like Baker Mayfield back there, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Not good.
That might be one guy that gets less.
Yeah. He gets all the guys for the advertisements, though, all the execs.
Yeah.
Okay, I was watching this new show on Netflix with Morgan Freeman. He's
The Universe?
narrating it. Yeah. And I love Morgan Freeman, so I've watched so many of those shows. But what sold me was, I get Morgan Freeman announcing it.
Yeah.
And I like David Attenborough, is the one that did the what is it?
Planet?
Planet Earth.
Yeah.
The British guy, he's good. But like Morgan Freeman, all-time narrator. Agreed.
Yeah. Did you ever watch Through the Wormhole? Oh, that's more like that. I mean, he hosts and narrates. Yeah, but it's more like talking about like black holes and like time travel, like stuff like that. So
I just had a long wormhole conversation with Erica.
Oh.
I was explaining wormholes to her.
Yeah.
And how we don't know anything about them, but they're theoretical.
Yeah.
And that's the only way at this point we could travel through space. We found a wormhole, which is unlikely because we don't know if they exist or not. But
just bending the ground.
We didn't think black holes existed until they did.
Yeah.
So we can't get off into this conversation. This is for a Rob's hangout. But it got me onto Morgan Freeman. His narration is so good that like I could listen no matter what. Like I said, I watched it because of his narration.
Yeah.
Like no matter what it was, I would watch it if Morgan Freeman's narrating it.
Yeah.
Like a German poo porn. Like I don't want to watch German poo porn, but if you get Morgan Freeman narrating this German poo porn, count me in.
And for once, I wish a guy would take a dump on my chest.
That is appalling. That really upsets me. Can't believe nobody's ever taken a dump on your chest.
There was a skit about that. I'll have to look up and show you. It's
poo porn?
No, but with Morgan Freeman narrating, like it was a cartoon. It was an animation. It was like narrating like funny scenarios or something like that.
Oh, okay. Quick story time with Rob for you. I was probably 18. I think it was senior year. I had the Jeep, and so it didn't have like automatic locks or anything. You had to actually put the key in, and it was pretty tough to unlock this door. And my driveway was a little slanted, my parents' house, and it was like a weekday. I didn't have a curfew, but I wasn't supposed to come home at 3 a.m.
Yeah,
I'm fucking high as a kite, dude. So I probably was smoking like bongs since like 7 o'clock, all fucking night. Get back home. I park right in front of the garage there. It's like pretty flat, but there's a little curvature. And lock the doors, and it's a stick. So the emergency brake didn't really work. So I put it in gear to stop it. And I just must not have put it in gear. So I get up to my front door. I'm unlocking that, and I always like for some reason I was so fucking high. I look back because it looks so sweet. It's all waxed up and everything. Yeah. And I notice it's like rolling. And I'm like,
I'm so high,
dude. I'm like, fuck. And like, so my driveway eventually like starts slanting more, and there's like the area where the ditch is at.
Yeah.
And there's like, they had like bricks and like this nice little setup. Not to mention the mailbox is my neighbor's mailbox.
Yeah.
So it's fucking rolling. So I'm like getting up to it. I have to like do a James Bond, dude. And I'm like running with it, trying to unlock the door. And like when it starts picking up a lot of speed before it hits anything, I like unlock it and like swing my foot in, and it's lifted up too. It's 4 inches lift. So like if I can get my foot in there, hit the brake, and like get in the fucking Jeep. But like it would have been so embarrassing. Like I fuck up the bricks, mailbox. I gotta like wake my dad, be like, hey dad, I hit this. He'd be like, how did this happen? I'm high.
I was really hoping it was the same guy in the truck that Dave shot when he
He's driving by.
Yeah, rolled back. Just every accident in your neighborhood.
Oh man, that guy. He's just avoid Cranston Meadows at that point, guy.
See, that's a scenario where you wish ring doorbells weren't invented.
Right.
Like
Well, I go back even further because they weren't invented. I just like the whole thing. If God is real and our lives, you have like video clips. I want to see that clip because that's an epic clip.
Yeah.
Like, that should be on YouTube of guys saving his life, right? Like I don't know if you take the Jeep away from me, but it's like I'm high as fuck. I'm driving.
Yeah. It would have been. You were still in high school, so
I was still in high school.
It would have been detrimental to your social experience.
It was a good time. I mean, I was very happy about it, and good story. I don't know how I remember that one, but okay. Week 13 recap here. Thursday night football. Bills Patriots. Pretty bad game.
Yeah.
We started Mac Jones in one of our leagues, and I texted you after he threw the first touchdown. I was like, "Yo, dude, we started Mac Jones." Like, he ended up with like 2 more points the rest of the night. We still won by a large margin.
Yeah. So that's so right now we're sitting at 2 seed and then 6 seed.
Yeah. I don't know how we're gonna get a bye in R2. R2 is the one we did the draft on.
Oh
pod.
yeah.
We were 0-4.
We did both on the pod, didn't we?
No, I don't think we did the other one on the pod.
I think we did.
Did we? Okay.
Yeah.
That was when we did like the whole shebang and like we were 0-4.
Nice.
And even people in the league were talking shit to us.
Yeah.
Because they
kicker.
knew. Yeah.
The kicker.
Yeah, because he was talking shit. I was like, oh, we did this.
Yeah, it's like week 2.
Yeah.
Something like that.
But hey, now we've read off 9 in a row or something.
That's pretty nice.
Our team's not even that good. We have DJ Moore.
Yeah.
Like we have Hurts though and CD Lamb. We have a lot of Cowboys.
Yeah.
So our running back, we're starting Zeke and Pollard every week, but I think we've had some nice streams on defense. And okay, Josh Allen, pedestrian game, 22 of 33, 223 and 2 touchdowns, 20 yards rushing and a fumble loss, no touchdowns. So not a good Josh Allen game. Diggs, 92 yards and touchdown. Gabe Davis is dead.
Yeah, man.
He caught a touchdown, but he had 15 yards receiving.
Yeah, there's
What's going on?
Well, I was watching it earlier. There's a few Allen just didn't seem accurate. Thursday night in division against the Patriots. I mean, he could be a little.
Do you think his elbow injury is a thing still or no?
I'm sure it's going to be all year.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look like it's like his strength, his throwing strength. It looks like that's there. Maybe the touch a little. I mean, even that, like he still can throw off the 1 foot and like make dimes. I think it was just a product of the. He's a victim of circumstance. The situation.
Yeah. The game flow, good defense. Yeah. Diggs though, 92 yards and touchdowns. What he does. I will say James Cook, 14 carries for 64 yards. He looks pretty good. Yeah. He broke a couple tackles in this game, Cavs. Yeah. Singletary got the touchdown though. I don't think you really want to touch. I mean, Singletary's the play if you want to.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Cook is evolved into a handcuff now to me. Especially coming like I've seen he's been a free agent in almost every league. I think I picked him up in a couple just because he's the lotto ticket. That offense, if he's the RB1 going into the playoffs, I like it.
Okay, Mac Jones, 195 yards and a touchdown. He had like 90 yards and a touchdown. I texted you in the first quarter.
Yeah, 50 yards.
This is bad. Stevenson played every snap with Harris out, only 10 for 54. Did have 6 catches for 24 yards, but like that's not what you want against a Bills defense that's vulnerable.
What a beautiful basement, though.
Yeah, it's nice. So just don't get Damian Harris. Sorry, because I have Stevenson everywhere.
Yeah.
The receivers is terrible, dude.
Broncos?
Yeah. Should go some. Yeah. Well, I don't know if we want him at the Broncos. We want him somewhere like.
Yeah. The Bears. Get rid of
Monty. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, the receivers suck here. There's really nothing to get into. Hunter Henry, 2 for 13. He's getting all the play, though. Jacoby Myers, 3 for 22.
Hurt going into it.
Yeah. Thornton, it's not good. Okay, Steelers-Falcons. 19-16, the Steelers take it. They're playing pretty good ball. They're doing what the Steelers do, right?
Yeah.
They're going to end up fucking 500.
This is the Tomlin effect.
That is the Tomlin effect. Kenny Pickett's a game manager now. He's not throwing picks anymore. They're not letting him really play.
Good.
197 and a touchdown. Najee Harris is back, though. Came into this game questionable with the abdominal injury, and 17 for 86. And the nice thing is they had Warren back. Warren only played like 10 snaps.
Yeah. I think they're still nursing him a little bit.
So Harris is back to RB2, right? Like started like almost a must start.
Yeah. I mean, there's starting to see that now. I'm always thinking back, like, man, I had an opportunity, but I shot some offers.
I bought low on him once,
but I would never like if I had done that. There was probably like a 3-week stretch, like right before the bye when Warren was really starting to chip in. So it's, Either way, no, it's If you held on to him, you're excited.
I heard a stat. So Deontay Johnson, 11 targets, 5 for 60. He does not have a touchdown this year. The fuck?
Yeah.
Dude, he has like 130 targets. Like, that's some kind of record.
Yeah.
That's literally like we're talking about. That's Jacoby Myers shit.
Man, that's
no touchdowns.
There's a shitload of targets too.
I know he had 11 in this game. You know he has 8 every game.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's still a playable wide receiver 3 just because you're getting the. Eventually, he is going to catch a touchdown.
Yeah, probably. He might blow up during the playoffs.
I remember last year, in the fantasy playoffs, I played him. He had a 2-touchdown game.
Yeah.
So he had 8 touchdowns in a year. He's had 100 and something catches in a year.
Yeah. No, he's a stud. I like him. He some of the better just raw skills. Like the way he catches the ball.
Antonio Brown,
He was like, wow, like he's different.
George Pickens, 2 targets, 1 catch for 2 yards. He was emerging. I still like him. He's operating as a number 2 there.
Before I forget, who do you think is the top wide receiver rookie this year?
Like in terms of
stats
or
fantasy?
Probably the Jets guy.
Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, probably Garrett Wilson.
Yeah.
He's had a couple big weeks.
And Olave's had a couple decent weeks.
Those 2.
Yeah.
I'd say.
Okay.
Well, no, fuck. It's got to be Christian Watson because he's on the last 6 weeks.
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, nothing. And Falcons. Marcus Mariota is poo, but they're still going to run him out there because they're not eliminated. 167 yards, touchdown and a pick. They're splitting the work so much running back wise. Patterson 60 yards, Algier 52. Algier's good.
Yeah.
It's a bowling ball, dude. Drake London, my guy. The one week I don't bet him. 12 targets, 6 catches, 95 yards.
Yeah, he's not the best receiver.
No, I mean it's because he has no one passing him the ball. Yeah. No one else had more than 2 catches in this game.
Eating earlier.
Eating.
So there was no room for London.
That team is not good for fantasy. We don't really want anything there.
No, I mean I guess
Patterson maybe.
Yeah, that's if you were to force me to take someone besides Brian Edwards, it would be.
Brian Edwards not on the team anymore.
Oh no,
the Chiefs signed him to the practice squad.
Oh
yeah. Look at me. I just know all this
receivers.
All this information. You know.
They just got who else did they just get? Melvin Gordon.
Yeah, they're just stockpiling guys in their practice squad.
Stacked.
Okay, Packers 28, Bears 19. For some reason, the stats aren't pulling up here for me. But one thing I know is Christian Watson, very good at football.
Yeah.
What happened there? He went from not being able to catch to now. I saw him have that super nice end zone catch, like a guy draped on him.
Yeah. He had a big run too.
He's still not a great receiver. Like he's an MVS, right? He doesn't catch with his hands.
Yeah.
And speaking of MVS, I saw a play. Did you see that drop he had on a deep pass?
No.
Bro, he's letting the ball hit his body. Like, you haven't learned how to play receiver, man.
Well, he's only getting like $10 million a year. So
yeah, and he's getting a lot of fucking run. But all right, anyway, Packers. Aaron Rodgers 182 and a touchdown. AJ Dillon ran as the number 1 here because Aaron Jones left the game, then came back, but he was hobbled. Dillon 18 for 93 and a touchdown. Christian Watson 46 yards and a touchdown on 1 carry. Yeah. He's very fast. Yeah. Lazard 5 for 67, but Watson 3 for 48 to the air, another touchdown. So what is it? 9 touchdowns in 6 weeks or 8 in 5 weeks?
I think it's been like 4 weeks. I think because he had
4.
He had 3.
Yeah, so it's 8 touchdowns in 4 weeks. Because he had a 3, a 1, and then 2 twos.
That's the reason my XFL team's surging. Him and Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, I picked him up in my best league, which is awesome. I don't know if I told you this. It's first top place in the league gets 500, and then most points gets 300.
Oh, yeah.
I won both those already.
Really?
So $800 already.
Dude, let's go.
And I'm 11-2, and like my team, I have Christian Watson as my 3rd receiver.
Yeah.
Allen Diggs.
Yeah.
So like picking up Watson on that team is. We'll see how it goes in the end, but
well, I mean, that's like secured your. I mean, these last few weeks, like
right, he got me the high points.
I was 3 and 4. Now I'm 8 and 4. In the driver's seat for a bye because of him.
Yep.
Best thing that could have happened to me was Rondell Moore got hurt because I know I kept starting Rondell Moore.
Yeah, at least first 2 weeks until
Yeah.
Okay, Justin Fields, fucking crazy stat line because he was 20 of 25 for 254, but he had 2 picks and no passing touchdowns. Yeah. That's really encouraging. 80%.
Yeah.
And he only had 71 yards on the ground. We say only because he had a 55-yard rushing touchdown, which was just batshit crazy.
Yeah,
he's fucking Barry Sanders in the backfield.
It's nuts.
And then he's Colin Kaepernick in the open field.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's got the wiggle, and he's got the fucking burst.
Gallop, yeah.
He's everything we could have ever wanted. I've been saying this.
You're in love.
Yeah, sure. I've been saying I love Justin Fields forever, right?
Yeah.
And I love the idea of Justin Fields, the
Yeah.
prospect of Justin Fields, and he's fucking incredible.
Yeah,
Like,
probably feeling pretty vindicated right now.
if you could create someone in a lab, man, like for a quarterback, yeah, he's not an on-time passer yet, but like if you can develop that, like he's so far ahead of what Josh Allen was his second year. Would you agree with that?
Yes. Oh, yeah. Second, sure.
Look what happened to Josh Allen. He's an MVP.
Well,
so.
what's nice is now that they are actually playing towards a skill set, like the offense design around him, the going into the offseason is going to be fun because now they're, instead of trying to mold them into a traditional whatever, like for whatever reason, teams still try and do that for a little bit.
Yeah.
Or at least.
But if we get him that good receiver, we could still go to that direction a bit.
Yeah.
Or we can go full Lamar Jackson with him.
We'll get some
right?
just
a couple tight ends.
Yeah. And it'll be fun.
It's great. David Montgomery found the end zone, 14 for 64 and a touchdown. St. Brown 3 for 85. Komet 7 targets, 6 for 72. Guy's a startable option here. N'Keal Harry had a 50-yard catch.
Yeah,
it's a pretty nice play by N'Keal.
Yeah,
I like our team. This is perfect. We're losing games and we're competitive.
This is like if you were actually playing. Like this reminds me back in the day when I played Madden and do like a franchise and actually play the games. This is like nice tanking season where like you just have one guy like you're just boosting Fields' stats, and then you have a bunch of fast receivers or jump ball receivers.
Right.
And, like but it's not obviously not a team that can win yet.
It's what we want. We don't want to win these games.
Yeah.
If you're looking for longevity,
but we want to see. Yeah, we want to see progress, but not W's.
It's great. All right, Jaguars 14, Lions 40. A little surprising. Lions are on fire right now. They might make the playoffs. Trevor Lawrence, 17 for 31, 179 and a touchdown. He had a gruesome injury that he came back from. He broke his leg. The last play before half. Got rolled up on, and he pulled a Paul Pierce minus a wheelchair and came back in the game.
Yeah.
So I like Trevor Lawrence.
Like Pierce?
No. ETN, 13 for 54. Played 88% of the snaps, though. He's back. He hasn't been performing, but I feel real good about him going to the fantasy playoffs.
Sure.
The injury is obviously nothing because they wouldn't have played him that many snaps. Hasty played like 2 snaps.
Yeah.
And he showed he could play last week. So
and you love that Hasty blew up when he was gone. So that offense is like there's you love the more talented guy, owning the more talented guy back there. So.
He is the talent. Christian Kirk, 8 targets, 6 for 104. That man is great. About to win both of our bets. Already got the yards bet. Got more catches.
We're over the yards bet by 2, I think. So
I just did the.
I think that's why he hasn't paid out yet because I guess he could have a negative yard, but and he needs 7 catches to hit his.
We'll get that this week. Evan Ingram caught a touchdown. Zay Jones coming off that huge game, only 2 catches for 16 yards, but 7 targets. I mean, Zay's playable, Ingram's playable, Kirk is a wide receiver.
I don't think so. Because
just Lawrence? The targets. The targets are nice.
Yeah,
you know? He's the number 2 option there. So
yeah,
we like number 2 options and teams that get blown out, which they're getting blown out. Jared Goff, 31 of 41, 340 and 2 touchdowns. That's a really nice. But Tom Brady hasn't had a game like that all year.
You're telling me, man.
Wow. DeAndre Swift though, let's go. We said last week in this podcast we want Swift in half point in full PPR over Williams. He played 51% of the snaps. Williams played 31, I believe. Somehow they're still playing Justin Jackson like 20%.
Yeah.
But I mean, Williams is the guy around the goal line. He's a short yardage guy. He's probably gonna get a touchdown every week. But Swift is getting as many carries, if not more, going forward in my mind. And he's getting the 7 catches.
Yeah.
And he's a really good player.
Yeah, if you can get, I mean, if his PPR numbers start boosting up, I mean, he's gonna break. I think once a game he's good for a 30, 40-yard run.
Yeah.
It seems like, so.
Yep. St. Brown, 12 targets, 11 catches, 114 and 2 touchdowns. He's very good at football. He's a feisty little
dude. He's going to win some people some fantasy leagues again.
He is. DJ Chark, your boy DJ Chark. First time I said that this episode. 6 targets, 5 for 98. That's a deep threat they need. Now Jameson Williams is back, but they're going to baby him. Now the one thing that they won't baby him if they keep on winning, and then it's 2 weeks from now, week 16, and they're in the playoff hunt. And he looks healthy. They're 6-7, 5-7.
Okay.
But they can finish. They could finish going 10-7.
Yeah.
They run the table. They're in the playoffs, right?
That'd be something.
That would be something. Swift 4 for 49 through the air. I like that a lot. Okay, moving on. We have Jets and Vikings. Mike White. They could not get the end zone in this game at all. I saw. What do they have? 4 or 5 goal to goes, and they didn't score a touchdown on any of them, right? Braxton Berrios almost had the last one, but
are you gonna pick him up this year just for luck?
I'm hoping an injury happens so I can pick him up. I don't know why this isn't loading. I don't know about the Vikings, man. Like they should have lost this game. Total yards were in favor of the Jets. Mike White had 369 through the air, but 2 picks. Z Knight, what's his first name?
I don't know.
The Davian, 15 for 90.
Yeah, I whipped on that one. I did not.
No, well, because James Robinson had 4 carries for 10 yards. They traded for the man. What are they doing?
And he scored a touchdown his very first game. But
it's just hilarious that James Robinson's taking all this work from ETN in the year. Now he's just going to be out of the league.
He was chirping. So maybe that's why.
Is he going to be out of the league, though? Like,
No.
Well,
Broncos will sign him, too.
Yeah. They're going to have every running back. Garrett Wilson, 15 targets, 8 for 162.
It's nice.
No touchdowns, but Corey Davis made an appearance. 10 targets, 5 for 85. Oh, they're not going to throw the ball 57
Man, look at that
times.
offense now with Mike White.
With anyone. I mean, it was great with fucking Flacco, too.
You're right.
It's just only the Cougar Hunter can't do shit.
He's just a boy. He's just a baby.
He does look like a boy.
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins, 21 of 35, 173 and a touchdown. That is poo.
Mm-hmm.
He is poo.
Yeah.
Dalvin Cook, 20 for 86 and a touchdown, adding in 2 catches for -3 yards. Not good.
Oh.
Madison had a touchdown, kind of vultured one from him.
I guarantee, so he had 82 yards rushing and -2.
86, yeah.
86, so I guarantee his prop was 85, 84 and a half.
It was 90, I think.
Oh, well, I was just going to say,
Yeah,
because
the receiving.
-2
Right.
fucking kills it.
That's where I always like to do the rushing receiving, because rarely you're going to get negative.
Yeah.
Justin Jefferson, 11 targets, 7 for 45, but had the touchdown. That's not his best day, but I mean, there's no one else getting
Beautiful
work.
basement.
Rager had a catch. Hawkinson 4 for 33. Thielen 2 for 27 on 6 targets. One guy I'm still keeping an eye on is KJ Osborne.
Yeah.
Just in case Thielen's getting hurt at some point, right?
Every game. Always
he
limps,
gets hurt,
always limps
yeah,
off
yeah.
and then comes back.
Yeah, Paul Pierce. Okay, Commanders and Giants. Taylor Heineke. It was a 2020 tie, by the way. Barbara Walters.
Yeah.
Called that the Barbara Walters. 27 of 41 for 275 and 2 touchdowns. Brian Robinson is a tank. Tank. 21 carries, 96 yards. Gibson, I like the fact Gibson's getting the PPR work, but he only had 2 catches for 20 yards.
Yeah.
So Robinson is their hammer. I feel like it's a 50-50, though, there. I mean, who would you rather have in half point?
I mean, Robinson, I know a couple of weeks ago he didn't have big numbers, but he had that really nice run where he plowed the guy going in the end zone. Robinson, to me, seems like the more exciting guy.
He is.
Especially because right now the Commanders are kind of, seems like they have a new vigor about them, new energy.
And
so
it's a running the ball.
Yeah, so there's a lot of where they're just going to, we're going to force our will, and we're just going to pound this in, I think. So.
Terry McLaurin, 12 targets, 8 for 105 and a touchdown. It's nice to see. We're both big Terry guys here.
Yep.
And he's
everywhere.
finally paying off.
Yeah.
So,
well, he had a nice little streak earlier.
Yeah, he's had 6 in the 6 games since Heineke's taken over.
Yeah.
It's been solid. 75 yards a game.
Yeah.
Actually scoring some touchdowns here and there.
Well, you can just tell that Heineke relies on it,
Yeah.
which is nice because it's not like Wentz where he's not relying on anyone.
So that was only his 3rd touchdown of the year, by the way, which is disappointing.
Yeah.
That'll get better. Curtis Samuel, 7 targets, 6 for 63. He's
Still
back
there.
to being wide receiver 3. Dotson, though. Dotson made an appearance. We got Dotson here. Do you see that touchdown he had?
Mm-mm.
Oh, my word. It was a 28-yard touchdown. He 18 yards of a yak, but it was like a punt return.
Oh.
Just
yeah.
dodging and weaving and shit.
Holland?
Yeah, pretty much. It's 5-54 and a touchdown because he has really been struggling since he came back. So it's nice to see. I still feel like you want Samuel just because he gets those rushes over Dotson, but I think Dotson's someone, if for some reason he's available, keep that guy up.
Sure.
Danny Dimes, 25 of 31, 200 and a touchdown. 71 yards on the ground, which is cool.
Yeah, he does that.
Saquon, 18 for 63 and a touchdown. He's not been efficient at all.
He's still been, he hasn't had, as someone that is, I have him on my primary team. I've never said he's had a bad game, though. It's
No, because he gets 22 touches.
Yeah, and a touchdown here or there, and some receptions, too. So.
But he's facing 9-man boxes because there's no receiver. It's Slayton, and that's it. And Slayton looks good for fantasy, but he's not a good player. I mean, he's average at best.
Yeah.
He's a 3.
Yeah.
He's not a 1.
Yeah. You don't want him
one guy I want to highlight here is Bellinger came back.
Mm-hmm.
Played 90% of the snaps, and his injury wasn't I'm not saying it wasn't a serious injury. It was a jaw injury, which is not like a knee injury. Like when you're back from a jaw injury, it's the same as a concussion. You're back.
You're going to go back in with more confidence.
Yeah.
Unlikely you're going to mess up your jaw again, but you're always was my knee okay?
So Bellinger,
Shoulder.
5 targets, 5 catches, 24 yards. Doesn't look great.
Yeah.
But with all the injuries of this wide receiving core, Richie James is their second option. They got nothing.
Yeah.
So Bellinger is the number 2 option there, which isn't a great high-powered attack.
Yeah.
But he's most likely to catch a touchdown, and I think he's a pretty good player.
But yeah, there might be a week in the playoffs he scores 2 touchdowns. You know?
Yeah. So he's the guy I'm kind of picking up in the leagues I lost Pitts, and I've been kind of streaming.
I like it.
Yeah, give me him all day. Ryan Tannehill, 14 to 20. Oh, sorry, this is the game. I'm all out of sorts today. Eagles 35, Titans 10. Gross. Not a good showing from a division-leading team here. Granted, they play the Eagles, but and I believe this game was 10-10.
It seemed like it was close, and then the Eagles just opened up.
Yeah, Tannehill 141 and a touchdown. Malik Willis got some action here. I don't know if it wasn't really a benching. I think it was more of just the game was out of hand. Derrick Henry's had a bunch of bad weeks in a row. 11 carries, 30 yards, and 2 catches for 8 yards. So he had 38 yards total.
He was tearing it up. He had like a nice 5-game streak.
Yeah, he did. And I don't know what's going on there.
Titans seem to be struggling.
Treylon Burks had a touchdown and got concussed in that play. Fucking Robert Woods, 5 targets, 1 catch for 6 yards.
I don't.
But if you're in need of a play this week, I will say Robert Woods. If Treylon Burks misses, they have the Chiefs this week. Is it the Chiefs? They have a good. I don't know what the match. I think it's the Chiefs or the Bills or something.
Yeah,
like
I think they already played the Chiefs.
Oh yeah, okay. So maybe it's the Bills.
Okay.
I don't know if
they already played the Bills actually.
Damn it, who is it?
Yeah,
I think you could do worse just because he's playing 90-something% of the snaps. He is their leading target getter. They don't really have a tight end. Now it's not a high powered but you could do worse than getting 4 for 60, right?
Yeah. I mean, if you're.
It's not great. This is not great. We're not.
But I mean, he has the pedigree.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's a good player.
Yeah.
And I feel like he's due for something, right? Like they do trust him, although he's been playing terrible. I think the matchup's nice. It's the Jaguars. Pretty sure.
Yeah. Yep, they're at home against the Jags. Yeah.
There you go. Which is obviously we just saw him give up 40 fucking points. So. Okay, Eagles, Jalen Hurts killed it. 29 to 39, 380 and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Only 12 yards on the ground, but an additional rushing touchdown. He's about to, our bet, the 20.5 passing touchdowns. He has 20. So he just needs 1 more passing touchdown.
I think he'll do it.
I think so too. A.J. Brown, 10 targets, 8 for 119 and 2 touchdowns in a revenge game. I saw he had a 40-yard touchdown they overturned. And the very next play catches a 40-yard touchdown.
Yeah.
So A.J. Brown does.
Yeah.
Devontae Smith had a hell of a game. 8 targets, 5 for 102 and a touchdown. It's nice that without Goddard there, it's really concentrated.
Yeah.
Because Jack Stoll had 3 for 41. I guess in a pinch, he is using him.
Yeah.
Because Goddard's out for a while, so.
He's not coming back this year?
I don't think so. Not at least till the real playoffs.
Okay.
Quiz Watkins, actually decent game again. 6 targets, 5 for 37, no touchdown. But again, he is the tight end there. He's the one that's getting those.
Yeah, those short.
Yeah. And he's not as good as Dallas Goedert, unfortunately. Okay, Broncos Ravens. Snooze fest. Lamar Jackson's hurt. 10-9. I don't know how the Broncos lost this game. Russell Wilson, 17 to 22, a $189, no touchdowns, no picks. Latavius Murray led the way, 17. But Mike Boone came back, looked okay. He is the handcuff and the third down guy there.
Yeah.
Greg Dulcich, a report came out they're using him as a wide receiver. I picked him up in a couple leagues, used my waiver on him actually because they have the Chiefs this week. And he had 8 targets, 6 for 85. Cortland Sutton's highly doubtful.
Okay.
And Jerry Jeudy's not quite back. I mean, he's never back, so you can kind of bank on him getting hurt. Now in XFL, I have an issue because I'm playing Dulcich at tight end.
Yeah.
I need to do that because there's no one else available. And it's do I play Judy? Do I want to play 2 fucking Broncos? Yeah. The matchup's nice.
Who are they playing?
Chiefs.
Yeah.
They're going to be throwing. I mean, theoretically.
Yeah, but I mean, just look at Russ's stat line. He still had a nice completion percentage, low yard. He's just not taking risks. No. Or he doesn't have anyone to.
It's the combination of both. Kendall Hinton 1 for 11 if you're in a pinch. With Sutton being out, Hinton was operating as that number, taking Judy's role.
Sure.
So essentially, that would slide Judy to Cortland Sutton's role.
Yeah.
And then
I mean that's. Getting the backups in a bad situation is not ideal.
All right, Ravens, big issue here. They still won the game, but Lamar is hurt. PCL injury. I actually dropped him in a league. I'm still in competitive because I picked up Huntley, and there's no IR spot, of course. It's a great league. Let's not have IR spots. But it's 1 to 3 weeks, they say, and they're in the playoffs.
Yeah.
we've seen Huntley
I don't
play
know,
well.
They might not because
They just won again. They're in, dude. They're 8-4.
Yeah.
I mean, Huntley's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, so like, if it's one, I feel like they're going to be more like 3 weeks for Lamar.
Sure.
The running quarterback has got a PCL injury, especially if they win this week, which they probably will. Rest Lamar, get him well. Huntley is a fine caretaker, and he played real well, man.
I'd be surprised if he stays out that long because he's still in that contract situation. He doesn't miss.
But also, he doesn't want to fucking further risk injury because they haven't paid him.
Yeah.
Tough one, right? Huntley played well, though. 27 of 32, 187. Did throw a pick, but had 41 yards in the game-winning rushing touchdown.
Yeah.
Where he just ran up the middle and fucking, like, risked his fucking head.
Yeah.
Love that guy. He's solid. The running back situation is trash. Edwards, 6 carries, 12 yards. Kenyon Drake, 7 for 29. I don't know anything about that. Mark Andrews, 4 for 53. I had the prop at 58 yards. I don't know how he didn't hit that in his game flow.
Ooh.
How? And Isaiah Likely had 4 for 30.
When was the last time Andrews had a big game? Before he got hurt?
Week fucking 3?
Yeah.
Like, big game, meaning 100 yards and a touchdown? Doesn't happen.
Well, like, because he was, like, up. It was him and Kelsey for, like, the first half of the season. Or
first 4 weeks.
First quarter, yeah.
Yeah, it's rough there. But I do like, and the thing is, when Andrews killed it last year, it was all with Huntley, if you remember, when he had his explosions.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I had that bet. I was like, oh, he had, like, 22 yards in the first quarter.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, now you have game flow and Huntley?
Yeah.
Fucking Mark Andrews time. I don't know. He just hasn't been the same player. Okay, Browns, Texans. This is the Deshaun Watson handjob game here. Deshaun Watson played awful, 12 of 22, 131 yards, and a terrible pick in the end zone.
Yeah.
First and goal, I think it was, in the 2. They don't run it with Chug, and he just throws it to a linebacker.
Yeah.
They should have lost this game. It wasn't for their defense. They had a punt return touchdown, a pick 6, and a fumble touchdown.
Yeah.
And a safety. No, they had it. Either way, 3 fucking defensive touchdowns.
Yeah.
Great stream. That was a stream of the week for me, which I would said on the pod. Nick Chubb, 80 yards. Hunt had a nice game, though. 56 yards and 2 catches for 18 yards. For him, that's progress, right?
Yeah. Well, I think we were talking about this last week, where with Watson back, Hunt might start to turn it up. So,
Yeah.
With receptions at least.
Brissett might be better. I mean, we'll see. But Brissett he wasn't the problem with that team, right? With their defense. Like, he had a couple bad games, but
the Browns were scoring quite a bit of points for a little bit there.
Oh, the Texans, we can kind of just gloss over this. Kyle Allen's terrible. I had to start him in the Superflex League. He got me 3 points because it's -6 for a pick 6, and he threw a pick 6.
Oh, no.
20 of 39, 201.
So you almost had 10, huh?
Terrible.
Almost
terrible.
had 10 points.
Damian Pierce, 18 for 73. That's nice because he's been struggling. Nico Collins, 10 targets, but 3 for 35 and a touchdown. I saw Brandon Cooks was out, and someone dropped him in the fan league, Brandon Cooks.
Really?
I used my waiver on him.
Yeah, good.
I mean, you can do worse than him if he comes back.
For sure.
He's not very good, but
it feels like he hasn't played in like half the season.
I think he kind of checked out there.
Well, he was supposed to get traded, right? Like, it seemed like they made him inactive right before the deadline. I think. Okay,
Seahawks Rams. Geno Smith's really good. 28 of 39, 367, 3 touchdowns and a pick.
Yeah,
a pick. He is aggressive.
Yes,
he is got confidence. He's YOLOing it up out there.
Yeah.
I love it. He's doing the Baker Mayfield, and he's actually good.
Yeah.
So did the rest of the league just whip on him, or did he compile a lot of knowledge by sitting on the bench all those years? You know what I mean?
Well, it might be again. I'm getting more and more respect for Pete Carroll. Because look at the way Russ is, and look at Geno. Like both their careers just completely flipped.
Yeah,
one going
crazy
to Seattle, and one leaving.
Nuts, because he had every right to retire years ago. Geno Smith, he made his money. Yeah, wasn't probably gonna get another shot. Like just hold the clipboard.
He barely had this fucking starting job, and it was Drew Lock up until the last 2 weeks.
Right. Kenneth Walker got hurt in this game. Another pissed me off. I had the prop of 93 total yards.
Yeah.
He had 3 carries for 36 yards in the first half of the first quarter.
Yeah.
And then hurts his foot. They already were missing a couple running backs. So Tony Jones Jr. and DJ Dallas split the work. I hear it's not a bad injury, but I don't know.
We don't
know. Yeah, it is scary. Unless you have a foot fetish. Tyler Lockett, I saw his touchdown in 6 straight games.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. He's just doing Tyler Lockett things.
So quiet.
Such a value, right?
So
12 targets, 9 for 128 and a touchdown. DK Met Bowl, 8 targets, 8 catches, $127 and a touchdown. I'm about to hit both my DK props. 68 catches was his thing, and then it was 6.5 touchdowns. I think he has 6.
Nice.
And I think he's about 2 catches away from that.
Man, I thought you would have hit that already. Did he miss a game or 2?
No. What does he have? He has what does it say here? 67 catches. So maybe he already has it. It was 67 and a half maybe, so 1 catch. Hell of a year for him though. Yeah. I mean, that's what he does.
Yep.
Such a good player, dude.
That was
Such
a good bet. I mean, you were hoping that Drew Lock was the one throwing.
I was, but I was wrong there.
You lucked
Okay,
out.
the Rams, dumpster fire. John Walford got the start. He's terrible. 2 picks. Cam Akers, though, played most of the snaps, 17 carries, 60 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
Ooh.
Are you worried about that Akers bet now?
No.
It was 8.5. You got that right? Rushing
I
touchdowns?
just look, yeah.
Yeah, okay. He is maybe 3 now.
Yeah, no, I'm not. Well, I mean,
I doubt
they don't have anyone else on offense.
Right, I just don't know how many touchdowns they're going to score. The
Cam
receiving
Akers
wise, there's
blow
nothing
up in
here.
the playoffs.
Tutu Atwell, Jefferson. I will say, if you can get Akers now, grab him.
Yeah.
Because they're running the ball. They can't throw the ball. They have no one to throw it to.
That's what I'm saying.
Dolphins, Niners. Jimmy G, see you later, out for the year. They've lost both their quarterbacks now. They're starting Purdy. I was thinking they were going to get Baker Mayfield. They didn't want to bring that in. The Rams signed him, so that'll be fun. Yeah, good God, that's right. Tua, terrible game. First play of the game, 75-yard touchdown to Trent Sherfield. And then he ended up with 18 to 33 for 295, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks.
Yeah.
Mostert, Jeff Wilson, 1 carry for 3 yards.
Yeah.
Mostert, 7 for 30. This is a weird game. Tyreek Hill did Tyreek Hill things, 9 for 146 and a tutter. Jalen Waddle got hurt. Another guy had the prop. Everyone I bet on this week's props got hurt. All my losses.
Man.
Oh, yeah, dude. Waddle. Even Claypool. I bet on Claypool. He missed a whole quarter, and then he came back.
Yeah.
It happens, I guess. I'd rather lose like that with injury.
Yeah.
This is I'm going to throw this game away, though, for the Dolphins. Because tough defense.
I think this is a product of the Niners. Mm-hmm. And Miami's been pretty phenomenal all year offensively, it seems like. So
they still put 17 up, which isn't...
Yeah. I mean...
That's about a good game for the fucking Broncos.
Yeah, that's probably above their average, I think. Definitely above their average.
Bruce Purdy looked okay, though. 210 and 2 touchdowns and a pick. 25 and 37, so it's...
Yeah. Well,
he's not the answer, though. So.
That's a professional team, so his numbers will look all right.
Because how good is Jimmy G? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But for the Super Bowl odds, I don't like this.
Yeah.
If I had that bet, I'd be pissed.
Yeah.
If anything, now is the time to jump on it, though. Because if it was 6-1 or 7-1, now you get it at 15-1.
Well, I mean, the NFC, too. I mean, who is it? The Cowboys, Eagles?
Yeah.
If they play each other before the Niners get to them.
Right. CMC, 17 carries, 66 yards. Like that a lot. 8 catches, 80 yards and touchdown.
Take it.
Debo, 10 targets, 6 for 58. Wow, maybe Purdy's good for Debo. Is there a correlation there? It hurts all their pass catchers, though, let's be honest. I mean, they're going to go into more, especially with how good this defense is playing, they're going to go very conservative.
Yeah. Because
they don't need to, do anything flashy.
Who's the backup running back for the Niners?
Mason was the guy this
Mason?
week. Okay, Chiefs-Bengals, good game here. 27-24, Bengals beat them. I saw Joe Burrow was 3-0 against Mahomes.
All in 2022.
That's nice.
So, yeah, they played him last year.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, end of last year, then in the playoffs, and then
I think I would bet on the Chiefs against them in the playoffs, though, because he's not going 4-0 against Mahomes.
That would be tough.
Mahomes had a bad game. 16-27, 223 and a touchdown. You never see that.
No.
Isaiah Pacheco, really good.
Yeah.
Dude, he looks like Tyreek Hill out there.
Yeah.
Runs crazy. He's actually a decent receiver.
Number, right?
Yeah. But I mean, he's the same race, same number.
Yeah.
14 carries, 66 yards and a touchdown. McKinnon, 8 for 51 and had the receiving touchdown, I believe. Yes, he did. 2 for 9 and a touchdown. Kelsey, 4 for 56. You never see that. Lost a fumble.
Yeah.
The Bengals defense, I guess, is for real.
I mean, they do enough to win games for sure.
Yeah, they've been playing well. I'm going to throw this game out for the Chiefs just because, I mean, they still scored 24. But how often do you see Mahomes have a stat like that? 16 completions in a game they're losing?
Yeah.
And there was a couple weird red zone things that happened for both teams. So it should have been way over the number.
It was a playoff game. So
it was.
Everything is ultra magnified and intense.
Joe Burrow, 286 and 2 touchdowns. Samaje Perine's very good at football. He is essentially Joe Mixon. I've been saying it all year on this pod.
Yeah.
I have him everywhere. Now, Mixon still isn't cleared. I know it's early in the week.
Yeah.
But, that's alarming because this is a 3-week thing.
Yeah.
And even when Mixon comes back that first game, I don't mind playing Perine in PPR as a flex.
For sure.
Because he already had his role,
that,
and it's going to be 50-50 the first week, I believe. So it almost sucks if you have Mixon.
Yeah.
You got to play Mixon, but...
I traded him at the right time.
You did.
After the 5 touchdowns.
Perine's good, though. 21 carries, 106 yards, and 6 for 49 through the air.
Yeah.
I mean, and he's a battering ram, man. He just plays hard. Love that guy.
Yeah. Well, it's a nice offense to be attached to.
It is. That's why he was my number 1 handcuff to own before the injury. I had him at my number 1. Because I knew it was Alexander Madison shit. Right? He's going to get all the work. Fuck your Chris Evans. And,
that cashed in real quick for you.
yeah, it did. Jamar Chase came back, 8 targets, 7 for 97. That's pretty cool. Tyler Boyd had a terrible drop. Hit him in the fucking face mask.
I didn't see
It was
that.
on the 20-yard line. It was a little out and in, and wide open, dude. Burrow just hit him in the face mask.
No.
And Tyler Boyd is as sure-handed as they come, right?
Yeah.
So he should have had a way bigger day. That's never happening again.
Yeah.
T. Higgins 3 for 35 with the touchdown.
Yeah.
A little alarming when you get. I'm just saying the volume, right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. No, you don't like to see 3 for 30.
No.
Because the
5
touchdown's not there. Then it's a completely different week. But he scored the touchdown, so I
did.
That counts too.
It does count. It counts for more actually. Okay, your Raiders got some life in them. 27-20. Raiders an outside chance of the playoffs.
Lamar was hurt, and I was like, I could have been 2 games back with 5 to play.
Not happening now.
No.
Justin Herbert, 28 of 47, 335 and a touchdown. Keenan Allen's back at a hell of a touchdown, 14 targets, 6 for 88. You definitely won that trade. Sorry, old man Badger. Josh Palmer, 11 targets, 7 for 60. I mean, this is a 47 passing attempt game, so let's not read into the stats too much here. Mike Williams, if he's out, though, I'm still starting Palmer.
What'd Everett do?
Everett had 5 for 80. So, I mean, he's... Until Mike Williams comes back, he's going to be involved.
He's the red zone guy.
He is. Derek Carr doesn't throw the ball very much anymore because it's all Josh Jacobs all the time. What's funny is Josh Jacobs is my number 2 guy in Underdog.
Yeah.
I have Miles Sanders and Jacobs. Nice top 2 guys.
Fuck yeah.
But I don't have a single share of Josh Jacobs in redraft. 27 leagues, but I took him in 38% of my best balls.
Yeah.
So I don't know what happened, what changed, why did I take Josh Jacobs? Maybe it was my drafting strategy.
I think it was probably because I just kept hammering that the Raiders were going to be so good. You're like, fuck,
yeah.
You're like, I don't want it to buy into it too much. I already got 34% here,
right?
So
but I've always liked Josh Jacobs. So Carr 250, 2 touchdowns and a pick. Jacobs 26 carries, $144 and a touchdown. We have another short week coming up this week. Yeah. He's still hurt. I mean, obviously he's not hurt, but he's still...
Yeah, the short week's scary.
Yeah, Devontae Adams, though. Whew. 8 catches, $177, and 2 tuts.
The receiver to own.
He is the receiver to him. It was Diggs, now it's Adams.
Jefferson will pop up every once in a while.
It's, all those guys, you haven't missed on any of them. Think of the guys. Tyreek. CeeDee Lamb's been great this year. All those top 6 guys.
So in Bob's league, I have Tyreek Hill, Devontae Adams, Stephon Diggs, and Chris Godwin.
Oh, man.
And Christian McCaffrey. It's nice.
None of those guys have whiffed, though, compared to the running backs.
Yeah.
Right?
No, I was thinking that actually earlier, maybe a couple of weeks ago. I'm like, the receivers seem like this...
So safe.
Yeah, because the running backs get dinged up so much, and then it seems like everyone has at least 3 running backs that they're willing to start now. So if anyone's just a little dinged up, all right, well, stall them for maybe a half with this other guy.
Okay, this game was crazy. Cowboys 54, Colts 19. What's funny is I did a 14 thing parlay with a bunch of adjusted odds, mostly totals. And then when I got to the late games, I did the regular just to do it, and it was $3, pays out $200.
Yeah.
And I won them all except for Sunday night, Monday night. So I kind of hedged, and I took Colts plus 10.5.
Yeah.
And I took the Cowboys, but not for $200. And I was like, I'm gonna win it. They almost tied the game with a 2-point conversion in the third quarter.
Yeah.
And they lose by fucking 35.
Yeah, blew that one. Both them and the Eagles are showing up the class of the NFC.
Matt Ryan, trash, 3 picks, lost another fumble. Jonathan Taylor, 82 yards. Alec Pierce made an appearance, 4 for 86 and a touchdown. I guess the crazy thing is Pittman had 2 catches for 16 yards in this game.
Yeah.
That team they suck. They absolutely
it's
suck.
Taylor or bust. Right?
Yeah,
I mean,
it really is.
Pittman's like a 3, right? Wide receiver 3. So
it's not where you drafted him.
Him or DJ Moore.
DJ Moore. He's a better player. It's so bad. Okay, Dak Prescott didn't do anything in this game. 20 of 30, 170, 3 touchdowns and a pick. Tony Pollard, 91 yards, 2 touchdowns. Elliott, 77 yards and a touchdown. M. Davis got in the game at the very end, 3 carries, 29 yards and a touchdown.
Mike Davis?
No, it's some other guy. CeeDee Lamb, though. Typical CeeDee Lamb, 7 targets, 5 for 71 and a touchdown. Gallup caught 2 touchdowns. Schultz should have had a touchdown. This team is humming, dude.
Yeah.
They're the real deal. I
Yes.
mean, I like them over the.
Well, they're peaking at the right time.
The Eagles Cowboys game is going to be fun. The regular season, the playoffs they meet, which they will meet.
Yeah.
Okay, Monday Night Football, pretty crazy here. Comeback of the year for the Bucks. Of course, I had the Bucks -3, and they only won by 1. 17-16 Bucks take it. Dalton 229 and a touchdown. Kamara 12 carries for 36 yards.
He's disappeared.
26 yards, even worse.
He's disappeared.
Yeah. Taysom Hill though got a touchdown. Did a little bit of everything. Chris Olave 65 yards. There's really nothing else here.
Yeah.
That team is terrible. That offense is terrible. They should probably just go to Jameis Winston.
Dude, if they had won that game, they could have been.
I know. Why aren't they playing Jameis Winston though?
Maybe no one went to his birthday party.
Yeah. Okay, Tom Brady 36 of 54, 281, 2 touchdowns and a pick. Those are bad numbers. I know. Like
there was 0 touchdowns before like 5 minutes
but
left in the game.
54 pass attempts for 281. That's not Tom Brady.
I mean, you love it if you own him in fantasy. You love it because he's going to throw it 40 to 50 times a game.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's a comeback. It's
okay. This week he is the Niners. I don't like that.
No.
I picked up Huntley in XFL and I'm playing over Brady. What do you think about that?
Yeah.
You know it's 6 for a passing touchdown? I mean.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Actually, because that's like.
I mean, what Brady's upside is limited, man. He's not throwing more than 2 touchdowns.
Really, because I don't think he hasn't peaked yet this year. It feels like.
Yeah, but the Niners defense.
No,
that's the thing.
Yeah,
and Huntley has Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Who? I mean, my Pittsburgh bet.
Yeah, and their defense has been a little better since getting Watt back. But
a lot better.
Yeah, I just don't want to go with the limited guy. I know it's Tom Brady.
I would go Brady.
Think so?
Yeah, but
in 4 for passing touchdown, definitely Huntley.
To your point, I have Brady and Carr in multiple leagues. I'm going Carr.
Yeah,
because I'm fading Brady. But I don't know that I like Huntley
better. He played well last week, and the Denver's defense
was
just
on fire
good.
with your call. So
well, thanks, man. Godwin 8 for 63, no touchdowns, but 13 targets. Evans 4 for 59. So Fournette came back, had 10 for 49 on the ground. Rachaad White 9 for 28. Rachaad White had 6 for 41 through the air and a touchdown. That last touchdown. Yeah. Fournette played a little bit more, like 52% to 46%. Who do you want going forward?
White.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely in PPR.
Yeah. At least because my perception of Fournette is he's. I mean, rumors are that they're saving him for the playoffs. So they're saving his body for the playoffs.
Rashad White's just better, dude.
Yeah, I mean, he's a playmaker. Where Fournette was more of a product.
Yeah.
White actually makes plays for them.
Yeah, he's earned his keep. You know what I mean? When he was out in the last couple weeks, he's earned it.
Before the trade deadline in fantasy, I was trying to get Fournette because my perception of him was super low. So I was trying to, just in case. But I think he's entrenched in there now. Okay,
one last note here. Cade Otton. There was, what's his name? Brait was inactive with an illness, who still has an illness apparently. He should be ready to go, but he had 10 targets, 6 for 28 and a touchdown.
Yeah.
10 targets, super nice.
Yes.
I mean, any tight end that gets like 6 targets, we like.
He got his first touchdown.
Tied to Tom Brady, I like that a lot. We'll see.
Except for this week, right?
Well, I just like Huntley's rushing, man. Like, he's going to get the rushing, right?
Yeah. Well.
And again, Tyler Huntley, this is a big game for him, man.
That's racist.
Is it? Because he's black?
Yeah, he's going to get the rush.
And on that note, Rob Squared.
And it's been a complete joy.